Premium Plays, how you doing? I'm just getting my stream set up. Big Shia hit the like button. When Rocket League? I probably can
as always, MP.
Tomorrow
Keep giving
if
them
you
reasons
want.
to root for
Triple
you.
digits? You really did it. I can't believe it.
If you want it tomorrow, I can get on. What's Thursday?
Time to warm up. Be ready to rock.
Thursday, without Thursday.
MP, you're about to go
Yeah, I
off.
could Thursday. I don't know what time it's gonna be for you, but I can play a night for me. Thursday. After track. But yeah, I'll probably be live like hopefully a couple of days. So just come into the other one.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports. Now, we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotations.
And it takes time before you...
We're up 9
Grouping now for Indiana. MP's checked in for Miles Turner. Isaiah Jackson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Obi Toppin's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Andrew Nembhard. And then for New York, Mitchell Robinson checked in for Towns. Miles McBride comes in for Achua. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. MP out there with Jackson. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Toppin in at the small forward. That's the Pacers 5. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. And Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. The three from MP. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
Well, you love the competitive fire from MP, answering right back with a three of his own.
Robinson a screen on McConnell. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. And that'll be his third foul so far. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Halliburton. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Cameron Payne.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Siakam passes to MP.
Oh, you had a miss back.
Back to Siakam. Off target with his three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Towns wide open. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And how about the confidence right there? Towns feeling like he can shoot whenever and wherever he wants.
Got that one up quick. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Towns for three. Kept alive by New York. The three, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Ding.
Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York gave us some information.
Okay.
He said it's a badly bruised hip, and though he's in a lot of pain, he doesn't think there's any significant bone or joint damage. It's tough news for the momentum of the team at this stage of the season. That's all we've got from now. Back to you, Kevin.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Here's MP. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, along with his other skills, Siakam can't pass the ball.
Knicks trail by 11. McBride passes to Towns. Another miss by Towns.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter. And remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges. In reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together, they hope to replicate that success at this level. And now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
A big-time move for sure. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for TJ McConnell.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. Number 5, the Knicks.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Towns, no luck.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
From the line, Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Knicks trail by 17. To the paint. Out to Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. To the inside. And Anunoby slams it in.
And you could see the length that time with OG stretching out to finish.
Bounce pass Nembhard. Siakam finds MP. And the Pacers another three.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And at the top of the key, Towns. Here's Brunson. Nembhard grabs the board.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that one's good.
MP stretching out the defense.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Guys, nothing has really come easy for them today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Towns has got a pair of triples in the second now for New York. Here's MP. Count that bucket. 23 points for MP.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Back to Brunson. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's MP for 3. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pull-up jumper, such an essential part to Brunson's game.
Siakam passes to Nembhard. Beyond the arc. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Anunoby finds Bridges. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. And the 3 ball is good. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Brunson. Bridges, right side. Brunson, the bounce pass. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by MP. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And he drops it in from the low post. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Indiana.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out. They're hungry to run. And they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
New York, no good that time either. And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 13-5 run. Back to MP. Siakam passes to MP. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Knicks shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Bridges outside. Towns for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Knocks it down from 7 feet. Towns has got 12 now in this quarter.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Brunson with it. 35 points for him last game against Milwaukee. Got it off in time. Oh, and he got it! Yes! Wow. Yes!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And so it's Indiana with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try hard, but they're disorganized. Not these guys.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. And that about wraps it up.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to.
Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Miles McBride's checked in for Anunoby. McConnell kicks to MP. McConnell passes to MP. That's good, and it's McConnell with... the assist. McConnell's got 5 assists in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Towns. Mikal Bridges out there. With Achua. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's McBride in at the 2-guard. And here's MP for 3. It's good from long range. MP's got 40 points.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yep. That's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Here's MP driving inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 8 points here in this quarter. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Pass to Achua. McConnell against Brunson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Ren, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons. This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Indiana moving the ball around. MP again, Indiana.
And this is why you got to be all up. In MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Pass to Bridges. Here's McBride. He's got 6. Back to Achua. Here's Bridges. Here's Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And there are subtleties to Big Cat's approach. Nice pump fake that time.
And Frankie, here some players now having their shoot. Motion analyzed. With optical recognition. More data for the shot doctor.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
They get the rebound. Bridges misses.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a sure far away to get back in the game.
Getting it done in transition. MP's eyes light up when he gets these easy scoring opportunities.
He's going to rush one.
Brunson against McConnell.
My bad.
And contact on the shot, so he'll... Shooting free throws here. It's going to be on MP. And a moment now, look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult.
Connects again from distance.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Robinson finds Brunson. Back to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
And that's a strength of Mitchell Robinson's game, a force in the paint.
And Indiana shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. MP, the shot from the low post is good. MP's got 55.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's McBride. No good on the triple. On offense, here are the Pacers. The three from MP. Good, another from three.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. From deep three-point territory, Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Robinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
A lot of people like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Anunoby, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson a screen on Jackson. Scooped up. And he banks in the layup. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And so it's... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Isaiah Jackson out there with MP. Then there's Toppin. Then there's Shepard, and it's McConnell in at the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
McBride passes to Towns. That's tipped. Now Shepard. Pass to McConnell. MP left side. Bank shot. No good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there, skying up with ease to power through on that.
And again for 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes. In a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. Payne kicks to Robinson. Jackson against Towns. And the basket is good. Towns has got 10 points in just the second half.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
And the basket by MP.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's McBride. Pacers with the rebound. MP's got 5 rebounds tonight. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. The 15-footer. Again, Indiana.
They say the mid-range shot's a dying shot, but they're MP doing his best to resuscitate it.
Robinson on the wing. Anunoby finds McBride. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. You got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Lets it go. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. There's the try. Makes it off the glass. MP's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, you give MP lanes to the rim, he looks to attack. I love his initiative there.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. Then on Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat. MP against Robinson. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less, but it's still fun to poke at the rookies, just a little bit.
Here's McConnell. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to McBride. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 15-3 run. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
I mean, how much promise do you see in MP? This young player has so many physical tools that are already there. Now he just has to keep improving.
Walker's checked in for Jackson. And then for New York, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne.
Mitchell Robinson is one of the best finishers that you have down low in the NBA.
And good, he hits it again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
MP, that's for 2. And again, it's Indiana.
Hitting pull-ups, that's a great sign in MP's development.
For New York, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Back to Brunson. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
MP, no good. The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Offensive rebound. Bridges, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
MP, no good. The Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. And then Anunoby slams it in.
Wow, for having that frame, OG Anunoby can get up.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Dude, I haven't hit it.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. 2 points, that one goes.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And a wide open look for MP. No
my
good.
God.
They had a chance to end the run there. Pass to Achua. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Toppin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Anunoby against MP. Good! Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Knicks have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Bridges shot good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. That'll be just one game played away from home for the... Good, he hits again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. Snatched up. The kick out to Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his 6th assist on the night.
Every year, Anunoby seems to gain more and more confidence, especially in his jump shot.
And here's MP for hits it again. Ooh. Wow.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Get away from it.
We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man to man, it's hard.
MP outside. Walker in the corner. McConnell passes to MP. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
A floater. And it's Brunson missing. And Indiana shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Indiana moving the ball around.
Am I being ignored?
Shepard, the pass to
Yo,
McConnell.
I am.
MP deciding where to go with it. Back to McConnell. And here's MP for 3. Bridges with the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Towns for 3, and it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The 19-foot shot. The Knicks pull it in.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And that one goes long.
Yeah.
New York's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Back to Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. That gives him the double-double. 12 points and 10 rebounds. McConnell passes to MP. Good. That's another bucket.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. 3rd on the list, well in sight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pacers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And ever win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the 2nd of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale boost.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Brunson with a clean look. Offline with his 3. Now, here's McConnell. And the rejection by Towns.
And great reach and determination from the big fella. This is why Towns gets so many blocks.
And Brunson gets it to go.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Hello,
seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to.
And yep, another basket.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Number 3, Thomas Bryant.
Brunson outside.
Pacers foul. MP. Fourth personal foul. Second team foul.
The first one falls.
For the Knicks, Jalen Brunson. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Brunson. Timeout called the Pacers.
We have to score one more.
They lead by 44. Guys, your thoughts?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Well, sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This game may not have...
Man.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
Drink plenty of fluids. Win the swamp tonight.
What's up, MP? Objects in motion, stay in motion.
Let's go.
Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA. Well, we have the small ball era, Clark, but now size is a premium once again.
BA, another example of how things...
Substitution here for Orlando. Bataze's checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Wagner. Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. MP's checked in for Turner. Jackson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Toppin, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's McConnell in for Nembhard. And Indiana looking at who they've got. They've got T.J. McConnell, Jackson out there with Toppin. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton, and it's MP in at the center position. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. From downtown, another three for Indiana.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
I need 50 points before I have to.
Banchero against Toppin.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Black passes to Anthony. Banchero the screen. From behind the arc. Anthony misses.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Toppin finds MP. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. The three from Banchero. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Here's MP. No luck on that one. Orlando leading by 7. Anthony outside. Here's Wagner, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How about Big Mo Wagner? Never waste an opportunity to throw it down, big fella.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time. Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's Black. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Matase can't hit.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And here's MP from outside. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got his 4th assist with that last one. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 7 points.
The closer the better for Anthony, as is the case for most guys. He just wants to drop that one in.
Oh, my God. Magic leading by 5. Puts it up from 12. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And here's MP from outside. Anthony grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Black passes to Batadze. Banchero outside. Takes the 3 from distance. Paolo.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Here's Banchero. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Getting it done inside. MP.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
Here's Black. 11 points for him last game against Charlotte. To the paint. Rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's MP. Ooh, MP takes the contact and converts.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Pass to Black. Here's Batadze. Hits the target from 18 feet. Batadze's got 5.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
MP no good. Magic leading by 5. Anthony left side. The 3 from Banchero. No good on that one. 7 for 12 now. Well, the Pacers shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. And here's MP from outside. Again, MP missing. The Magic shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
When MP uses his vertical like that, I can get with it. I mean, athleticism should not be wasted.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout.
There we go.
Coach wants to speak to his guys. Maybe.
Hold up. Gotta turn on the music.
Alter some of the game plan. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Matase. Franz Wagner comes in for Banchero. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Black. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Anthony. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Siakam comes in for Toppin. Matherin's checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. From deep, MP. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. MP's got 29.
Quick decision-making by MP. I love how confident he looked taking that shot.
Inside. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Carter. The three. Pacers with a rebound.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
Indiana leading by 3. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Wagner in the high post. Suggs outside to stop the run.
No.
Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Baseline jumper. MP shot is off. Wagner on the wing. He's covered by Siakam. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Suggs, no good. And the Pacers shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient. From deep, MP. Rebound by the Magic. The Pacers beat them last time when these two met at Indianapolis.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
From deep, MP. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 5 assists in the game. MP against Suggs. Launches it. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 3. Siakam, the pass to MP. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
Good work inside by MP there, challenging the defense and forcing the foul.
The Magic making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play, but Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Magic trail by 5. Black checked in for Orlando. And it's slammed in by Carter.
with the 9-foot standing reach. Carter has no trouble putting that away.
And here's MP from outside. Pure from three-point range. MP's got 44. Wagner outside. Back to Suggs. Wagner outside. No good with the triple.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And here's MP from outside. Another three for Indiana.
And the three ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Wagner. Indiana with a rebound.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
MP, that one's good.
You can certainly see the potential that MP has working inside the paint like that.
Suggs with it. They need this. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3. That one misses. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Come on, TJ. This is the time where you pass the ball. TJ.
With one on the clock.
Oh my God.
And no good. MP getting it done. Over 40 points tonight. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded.
And it's time now for the... Thanks, as always.
When you wait for me, if you do, I will.
Well, for those...
Thanks for hurry.
For Caldwell Pope. On the wing, Suggs for the lead. And scoring. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then it's Franz Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Black in a 2-guard. That's who's out there for Orlando. And got it! Another basket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Banchero outside. That three's off the mark.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. The rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in close games.
Oh yeah, Miles Turner. Bang! Rick left in that one.
Pay at the other end.
Just doing his solo delivery. MP using his defense to generate his own.
Wagner outside to the inside. Suggs. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay
more
attention to
guys
we know can open up things for others.
Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Here's Black. Suggs outside. Banchero against MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Banchero no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
MP outside. And it's Indiana scoring again.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
Outside Carter lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Indiana. McConnell's got his 4th rebound in this one. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
All right, let's send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Pascal Siakam.
The head athletic trainer for Indiana provided us some information. It appears to be a calf strain, and that's something they have to be careful with. It's an easy injury to exacerbate. And for a team with a thin roster, this injury really hurts. They will need everyone to step their game up.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. Wagner finds Anthony. To halt the run. Indiana with a rebound. McConnell's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody." And
yes, another basket.
Another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He's one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. I don't think you can make an argument against that. Here's Black. The rebound by Jackson. Indiana on offense. They're on a 17-5 run. Halliburton finishes strong.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now Wagner, big-time contributor on offense, just over 22 points a game. And here's Halliburton. Here's MP. And so it's the Indiana Pacers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. They've got MP topping out there with Jackson. Then it's Halliburton. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position.
That's exactly where Toppin wants to attack you, inside at close range.
Wagner with a screen on Halliburton. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
Here's MP. Orlando with the rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Pass to Bataze from outside the arc. Knocks down the long J.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
A nice shot by MP.
The jumper looking silky smooth for MP.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 11-point game. Anthony against Halliburton. They get it back. Pass to Anthony.
What's up, Gamer?
Here's Batase. There's the three. Indiana with a rebound. Jackson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. MP scanning the floor. The baseline J. It's rebounded by Batase. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Wagner on the wing. Pass to Black. Wagner with a screen. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Halliburton with the ball. Wagner picks him up. And here's MP from good. Another from 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Here's Banchero. Banchero hammers it home.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Three-pointer, Anthony. Shot is off. He's 5 for 11 in this one.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
MP finds Toppin. MP right side. No good from outside. Magic trail by 14. Here's Black. For 3, Anthony. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got 4 rebounds now. Here's MP.
Got it.
It's rebounded by